Anyone who watched the second political debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton in the battle for the U.S. presidency should be both horrified and thrilled. This so-called political debate began with 3 directly targeted questions intended on publicly sexually shaming a presidential candidate on live television in an arena where he couldn't flip them the finger and walk out. It's stunning that this even happened. It's undignified. It's unbecoming of a nation as great as the United States of America. This wasn't a political debate, it was a shit show, and the moderators who hosted it should be ashamed of themselves. So first we start with Trump recounting having tried to get Nancy O'Dell to have sex with him, acknowledging that she was married. The tape starts at the end of that conversation, so we don't know how it got started, but likely because O'Dell worked at Access Hollywood with Billy Bush, the dude that Trump was talking to.
You know, and
she used to be great. She's still very beautiful.
I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
Huge news there.
The only thing he tells us he did to try to get laid is he took her furniture shopping. He didn't grab her ass. He didn't try to make out with her. He spent a lot of money on furniture for her.
No, Nancy. No, this was marriages, and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where there's some nice furniture.
And he feels stupid about it. I was a bitch. Meaning he was a sucker and blew a lot of cash for nada. She was having none of it. Meaning he respected her rejection of him.
I took her out furniture. I moved on her like a bitch. But I couldn't get there, and she was married.
The next thing we hear is that he doesn't like the way Nancy changed. Now she's got fake tits. So Donald doesn't support women mutilating their bodies to please men. I think that is incredibly supportive of women for him to express that point of view.
And all of a sudden I see her, she's now got the big phony tits and everything. She's totally changed her look.
So at this point they see Ariane Zucker, who's there to meet them for his taping of an appearance on a soap opera. But they weren't quite expecting what they see when they get a look at her.
Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of your
Set this up.
That is very.
You give me the thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a piece.
You gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give the thumbs up.
You and I will walk out.
So I'm going to play this a few times with the transcript that I've made so that you can see I got it right. Also, the video transcript claims Donald called Billy a pussy, and that's not what he said. He said, "You're a piece of work." This is also important because it's exculpatory. After you verify what this crosstalk was, we'll talk about what it means, and why the media didn't bother to transcribe it.
Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of your
Set this up.
That is very.
You give me the thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a
You
piece.
gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give the thumbs up.
You and I will walk out.
Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of your
Set this up.
That is very.
You give me the
funny.
thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a
You
piece.
gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give the thumbs up.
You and I will walk out.
Wait, you gotta look at me when you get out of your
Set this up.
That is very.
You give me the
funny.
thumbs
Look
up.
at you. You are a
You
piece.
gotta put the thumbs up. You gotta get the thumbs up. Can't be too happy.
Yeah, let me.
It's very
You
funny.
gotta give the thumbs up.
You and I will walk out.
All right, so the reason this is important is that all the people talking on the bus are under the impression that Ariane's wardrobe choice was designed to get a sexual reaction from Donald. They're trying to figure out how to play it in response. Billy advises Trump to do his thumbs up thing, and Donald doesn't seem too keen on it. He calls Billy a piece of work for suggesting he make an obvious gesture of approval. A better advisor agrees. You can't be too happy. Right off the top, they're saying, who set this up? Because Ariane's wardrobe felt, to all of them, like a setup. All of this conversation is written off as crosstalk by the media, who didn't bother to transcribe it, because it actually explains why the next bit of conversation ensued. So as she gets closer to the bus, Donald takes out some Tic Tacs. This is actually just a polite thing to do when you're about to meet somebody. I imagine he does this when meeting men as well. But because they feel they're being set up, Donald turns this simple, normal act into a joke about how he might start kissing her. If you doubt it's a joke, Watch what he does when he actually meets her. But for now, what he says is obviously hyperbolic. It's like a magnet. I just kiss. I don't even wait.
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss.
Billy laughs, and then Donald goes, the next step.
I don't even wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
And this is what everyone got so excited about. Even though he's actually switched from saying he might do something directly to a general comment that stars get away with obnoxious behavior, and he's right. He's laughing at how women fawn over celebrities and finding it stupid at the same time. And now, Ariane is walking over towards his bus wearing an absurd dress that everyone present felt was a setup, intended to draw a sexual response from him. Context, people.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh?
Oof, get out of the way, honey. That's good legs. Go ahead.
Now they're about to walk out of the bus. Billy's advice to Trump has been to do an exaggerated thumbs-up kind of motion. Trump's rejected that. The media would have you believe he's decided to kiss her without consent. But let's see what he actually does and watch his body language really closely.
Hello, how are you? Hi.
Trump, how
nice
are
seeing you. Terrific.
Pleasure to meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
Hello,
How are
nice
you?
to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
good.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
So let's revisit that. Trump looks directly at Ariane's face the entire time when they meet. He shakes her hand and makes no physical move towards her at all. His hands remain at his side, except when he deflects her attention to Billy. He says, absolutely, let's go. They're going to go in. No physical contact. No attempts at physical contact. So let's find out how he ends up kissing her. Billy suggests Ariane give Donald a hug, and she says, would you like a little hug, darling? And watch the kiss. It's placed near her ear, very, very far away from her mouth. The hug is extremely distant, one-handed, and he immediately references his wife.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would you like a
bus.
little
Okay,
hug, darling?
absolutely.
A
Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy. I
okay.
just got off the bus.
Bushy, bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well,
Come
you've
on.
got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes,
After
absolutely.
you.
The tape cuts to them walking down a hallway now. Trump calls Billy to join him and Ariane. If he was grabby and trying to make moves, why would he do that? Billy is the one making it look like Trump is flirting with her, but he's not. He's happy when Billy catches up with them.
Yeah. Come on, Billy. Don't be shy.
As soon as a beautiful woman shows up, he takes
Get over
off
here,
on.
Billy.
He's always happy.
I'm sorry, come here.
Billy gets Ariane to move between them, saying that he doesn't want to walk next to the Donald.
Let the little guy in there. Come
Yeah,
on.
let the little guy in. How you feel now, better? I should actually
It's
be
hard to
in the
walk next to a guy
middle.
like
Here, wait,
this.
hold on.
Yeah, you get in the middle. There we go.
Trump says that's better, but look at the way he's walking. It's a business walk, with his hands straight at his sides. Very professional. There's no sexuality whatsoever. Compare that to Billy's arm. Ariane is holding on to Donald's arm, and he's doing nothing to accommodate her.
Good. That's
This is
better.
much better. This is
That's better.
Billy tries to turn the conversation into something sexual. Who would you choose between the two of us? He asks her, and Trump says, I don't know, that's tough competition. He deflects from showing sexual interest while still being polite, and in a way kind of recommends she go for Billy.
Now, if you had to choose, honestly, between one of us, me or the Donald,
I don't know. That's
some
tough
pressure
competition.
Right there.
Ariane pleads the fifth, refusing to answer the question, and Trump smiles. The smile is appreciation for how she, as a woman, handled Billy's question politely.
Yeah.
Seriously, you had to take one of us as a date.
You have to take the fifth on that one.
Really?
Yep, I'll take both.
And then Donald's all business again about which way they're supposed to turn.
Which way?
Make it right. Here we go. Right in the days.
When they do turn the corner, Donald is ahead of Ariane, completely disconnected physically, and instantly turns his attention to Billy when he's told Billy is leaving them now. Ariane starts talking to her people about resetting for the walk down the hallway, and it's all business the whole time.
Here he goes. I'm going to leave you here.
Okay.
My microphone.
Okay. You're gonna. Oh, you're finished?
You're my man. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna go do our show.
Oh, you want to reset? Okay.
So, if Donald Trump actually kissed women on the mouth without consent or grabbed any part of their body just because he can, he most certainly would have done that to the woman they were just talking about. Billy was almost desperately trying to get Donald to flirt with Ariane. Billy worked his butt off to make that happen, and Donald wouldn't bite. His hands remained at his side the whole time, and his eyes never even wavered to look at her body. There's not a single lewd gesture. He's in fact the most professional person in the entire room. Anyone saying that this video proves that Donald Trump would assault a woman is delusional. It actually proves the opposite. There is a reason they didn't translate that crosstalk section. There's a reason they didn't analyze his actual body language in the video. They're corrupt. If Donald Trump was going to make a grab for someone, it would have happened right there. But he never did, because he doesn't do that. He was a perfect gentleman, despite the setup.